thing is really, really wrong. All right. If you say we make my Mohbad to me, I will tell you I don't think so. According to me as and in Mohbad part, in the sense that there was a fight in that house. They established the fact. They did not establish the fight that happened in the house, which was that they're doing so much. Whatever happened today does not end there today. All what happened today, it was just because there was in the house. So, fight that night. Trying to cover the fight.
Yes, there was a fight.
And there was a fight.
And the fight is not being established. They did not establish the fight. The fight is
that I not be that she did not see in the house, which shows that the nurse have to be because I don't know why. I know the game that done. Okay, I know the game they are playing. I would not say that okay, recognize Bami, but say that she did not recognize Adura. According to the CTC, Adura claimed that it was all right. I claim that it was the one that went to call the taxi neighbor to give them time to take Mohbad out. And according to the video we saw, Adura was in the car. But the nurse claimed that he never saw Adura. The nurse also stated that, so let me tell you something. There are some things that, there are some people that actually did some investigation facts of Mama Mohbad, King White, and Adura. All right, but since they don't want to, they did not give me permission to talk, and I'm not going to talk about it because they are the one to, whenever they want to talk about it, they will be the one to talk about it by themselves.
When Goku come up,
We got to know that there was no party or cooking jollof rice on the day that Mohbad died. They were not cooked. They were not cooking any rice or fried rice. They were not cooking anything like such. That was just a cook-up story for Wunmi to run that it was not there, was not present when the nurse was injecting Mohbad. But the nurse stated it today that Wunmi was there 24/7. In fact, she left Mohbad with Wunmi. Mohbad was alive when she left Wunmi in the hands of Mohbad and DJ Bami. That's what the nurse said. Picture all those things that I just mentioned. You understand that this thing does not correlate at all. The nurse told us back then that when he got to the house, he said, yes, she said she saw Mohbad alive. And that is why I was waiting for the nurse to come to coroner inquest and want to see if she's going to say the same thing. And she came and she said the same thing, that yes, she met Mohbad alive. I argued with Papariano back then, telling him that the nurse told us that he met Mohbad alive, that he spoke with Mohbad. Now, now that he came out to court to confess that, testify that she spoke with Mohbad, and you saw all these other people, but you never saw Adura, that is another sign that whatever you are saying is not pure. How come you saw DJ Bami, you saw Wunmi, you did not see Adura? And I want to let the public to know that the CCTV camera of that house actually exists. I don't want to talk much because I keep telling people that it's not everything you bring out on social media. We've learned our mistakes in the past by the time that when we broke out the news that Spending was in the car. You know, Yekudi was the one who broke the news that Spending was in the car. Yekudi broke the sitting formula. Yekudi broke the news that of what happened on the bridge. I didn't bring we did not even discuss that to the public. We just held on to that. We didn't let the public to know that we have that information. I let them cook all their lies. And when we go to trial, these are the things we're going to put forward. That is why we keep saying that it's not everything you put on social media anymore. These social media debate narratives is not helping this case. Because as you are talking, they are recording you, they are going to go and form how to debunk whatever you are bringing out.
Everything you said.
Yeah, whatever you come out with, they are coming. You don't be surprised. So people to also need to stop saying, people need to calm down. They have to use the brain. But most of the people on Justice for Mohbad side are, oh, we'll make by Mohbad. We'll make by Mohbad. They need to stop that nonsense, all right? And just follow the trend than saying that they don't want to care. They just want to hear that we'll make by Mohbad. They don't want to understand what actually transpired in the house. And I'm telling you that what we've said so far, what I, Bossman, have been saying so far till date, and 80% from what we heard from both parties, the parties, from Prime Boy, from Spending, and from the nurse. Another person that they need to put back into the picture that tried to dodge all these things is Lifestyle. Lifestyle witnessed what happened in the house. You only denied not to because he doesn't want to be questioned. Peace and more. Lifestyle knew what happened in the house that night. You're always trying to exonerate himself by saying that he was not there, he was drunk. No, he wasn't drunk. He was tipsy, but he still knew what was going on that very night.
Yeah, Omar, welcome.
What are you talking about?
And that's why possibly I think he find his way to just travel outside the country.
Yeah. So there's nothing about stabbing, but according to me, there's nothing about stabbing. Lifestyle, and I'm putting it to him, is aware of what happened in the house. See, that thing that they don't want us to talk about, because if they put that in Wunmi and they did not want that thing to indict Wunmi, there was a fight in that house. I did not say Wunmi pai Mohbad. What I am talking about is there was a fight in the house. It was because of the fight in the house that night that was the main reason they removed the CCTV. That's why I keep telling people of Justice for Mohbad. And that's why I chose not to be talking anymore, because they just want to hold on to whatever. Okay. Juliam's here again. I know she's from Wumi's side. And I would like to, Liam, you can also come up on board too. We can engage, at least you guys have a favorable court hearing today. Yeah, we can engage, respectfully. Don't worry, Bossman, I don't go condescending. We can actually have a man as in a mature conversation. Juliam's gist. You can come on, bro. Yeah, But the thing is this.
Yeah, you can come up. There are
a lot of brains that need to, country queen, chairman, and some people, there are some brain that need to help out in strategizing in this Justice for Mohbad thing. That they are not in the aristocrats and some other people about Mohbad right now, and they lack strategy. And whatever happened today, they put Baba Mohbad in this mess. So it is what it is.
Criminal thinkers.
Now, I am not here to, but that's just the truth, basic truths. But whatever happened today, now let me put you back to the memory lane. Don't forget that the last time, the last two coroner inquests, it was Wunmi that brought the lawyer of Ogedengbe. Fisayo, Feyishayo to court. All right? What Feyishayo said today is likely to be scripted. All right? I am not going to say what I do not know, but I don't think there's a knife involved. I've been saying this thing. I'd not say Wunmi directly pied Mohbad. What I'm trying to figure out, and I want the public, I've been telling, see, it is one thing I'm sure of. And I've been calling, the police know me. I've been screaming their name out. I've been asking them, what kind of investigation did you guys do that you guys are not aware? Police cannot defend themselves. The public have already flooded the police. The fact that they cannot even defend the profusely bleeding. According to the police, they did not know anything about the fight on the bridge. So far that the fight on the bridge is not included in their investigation, it has nullified it has watered every investigation that was done by the police. That means it's not yet completed. Because there's no way you are going to tell us that you investigated Mohbad, the pie of Mohbad, you will omit that incident that happened on the bridge. And so far that they omitted that thing that happened on the bridge, are they aware that after they got home, another fight happened in the house?
Actually, fight.
So far, a fight. Maybe spend it in sorrow saying. And there's a reason why the DPP want to take Feyishayo and spending for trial. We know what they are trying to do. That's why I keep saying that the people that are with Baba Mohbad, they are dummies. It's Baba Mohbad that caused it himself. Because he's working with dumb lad, dull lad.
Criminal thinkers.
Dull lads. Now, my point, I'd say there's some facts that what the nurse came to talk about today is nothing. There's a little bit of truth and it's also scripted in the sense that she said that Wunmi was there while she was treating Mohbad. True. In 2023, when we went to Panti, she actually said, "Oh, Ofe set me up on you. Wunmi set me up on you." Okay, but when Wunmi first set you up, do you know that today, she too never asked the nurse about the poison, about the vomit of Mohbad? This man does not know anything integrity about justice for Mohbad. He's just a son that they hired.
Yes.
You should have worked with Odumosu. Okay,
Bossman,
you don't like Odumosu.
Bossman, you said it earlier. You said it earlier.
Yeah, I'm just bringing out some point there because I saw that. Because when I was saying that we are really about 5 or 6 here.
Bossman, are you there?
I am here. You can hear me?
Yes. That's so bad.
So yeah. Imagine the nurse saying that he did not see Adura
that's why I said
in the house. Adura was in the same car with this nurse. Adura was in the same car. The nurse told us the sitting formula, which Yekudi also break the news in 2023. The same thing that Yekudi said. Go and play Yekudi in 2023. It's exactly what the nurse is saying right now. That she was in the front and we with women. And she said she's not, see, that he did not mention Adura's name goes a very long way. I will hold that to myself. I'm not going to bring that to the social media because I don't want me to go and work on it. Now, I'm not going to blame, I swear to God, she too is a very lawyer, but he does not have information. Odumosu has more information than Shitu. There are some contacts, there are some exposure, there are some things that
Bankole and Smith
that
too.
Shitu does not have. There are some get where Shitu no get. Do you understand what I'm saying? These are facts. Let's these three people works together. You said no. Buki want our old lawyer to be the only one, which is Shitu. I'm not saying your Dumosu is good or is not good. Igiyo da eyokuro lo no. Igoye da eyokuro no. Do you know even if you have wet firewood, if you add it with one to cook, you know if you put wet firewood amongst, you mix it with the dry one. Hello, Pizzumo, are you there? Pizzu.
Ade
You know
said
they.
Odumosu is compromised.
No, that's not what I was. I've left that side.
I'm with you, bossman.
I think we are interrupting.
Bossman. Ibu.
Yeah,
Bossman.
I can hear you.
Hello.
I can hear you. It seems your network is sagging. It seems your network is sagging.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it seems your network is sagging.
Hello, bossman. Okay. Hello.
I can hear you now.
Please, power. Okay, you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
So,
okay, I said.
There are some things that is not
continue.
meant to be discussed. There are some things that is not meant to be discussed on social media. That is why I decided to end my life and to stop talking about it. If you want to do something, just do it behind the scene. It's not meant for the social media thing. But one thing I know is that there are some things that were said today that are actually scripted. All right? Number one, the CCTV was in the house. The CCTV was working. They removed the CCTV. Period. The fact is that the police that investigate Mohbad's house need to be penalized and be sanctioned. They need to sanction them. All of them. The police that investigated this matter. All right? And I know that they're going to do that. When we get down to the bridge, we're going to crush that. So, whatever happened today is not the end of the whatever. It's just that it's unnecessary. All right, but Baba Mohbad put this one to himself. The people around him caused that. Shitu tried his best. He's a good lawyer, but that you can't give what you don't have. It's as simple as that. The nurse also claimed that Wunmi was there while she was treating Mohbad. And Wunmi always said that she was not there. She was never there. She was never there. You see? The nurse also claimed that she left their house around 10.
Sorry to interrupt. You, bossman.
Yeah. Long time no see, fella.
How are you, my darling? I'm fine, thank you. Pizzy more. John Torolon, bá mi block Timmy lọ fún whatever tó bá porúkọ yìí. Kíní kan mi louding. Bá mi block idiot.
All right.
Yeah, mo ti block ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀. Yeah, bossman.
Are they from Team Wunmi? They're already here.
Sorry, bossman, from Team Wunmi ni.
Mo ti block ẹ.
Adetu, you said Odumosu has compromised. Well, I don't think he has compromised. I think you are listening information from the wrong person. Is it Bukti that told you that Odumosu has compromised? Give me one, Adetu. I stand to be corrected though, but I want to give you a fair chance for you to come into the box and give us one or two reasons what makes you think Odumosu has compromised. You can say that, oh, you've not seen his work, maybe doesn't have enough action, which is cool. You can debate that. Cool. All right. But the fact is, Shitu 2 has been there for about 8 months. He has been there since March, right? Yeah, he has been there for like 8 months too. Hello, Tishe. What has it done? All right. I'm not saying whatever. You can say Odumosu, but saying that Odumosu has compromised, I'm not going to agree that with you. You can say that, oh, you did not see his work and all stuff like that, which is cool. All right. But what I'm saying is that 2 eyes are better than one. All right. But Jenny, there are some contact that Odumosu to make. All right. That since you fire him, he's going to go with it. He's not going to hand it over to Shitu. That is just the way it is. One thing I know is that had there been all these lawyers were there today, I promise you, that court will not end the way it ended today. If Bankole and Smith were there, with Odumosu, with Shitu, you see that Shitu is going to be stronger. That's my point. Baba Mohbad does not need to pay Bankole and Smith. Ada has already paid Bankole and Smith.
You're right. There are some leading questions Shitu did not ask that day.
Yes. This nurse told us, 2023, that all frame me up on you, that Mohbad vomited. I've been talking about this vomit since. Mohbad vomited. By the time she went to check the vomit of Mohbad, she saw that the vomit was foaming. Do you know? And I started asking Kemi lawyer, what is it when someone vomits and it's now foaming? It shows that something is wrong somewhere. Is it that the person has been poisoned or something? They not said it. I heard about that the vomit of Mohbad from the nurse first before I started reading seeing it in the Citizen. And today they never established that topic. Did they ask about the vomit? Did they question the nurse about the vomit? Don't forget that the nurse was scared because I was told that she was jittering. She was really scared. She couldn't talk well and all that. But it is what it is today. Today's outing is a very bad one. But it's not the end of the whatever. It's just that the people that are supposed to help out, they've chased them away. All right. The dollars strategy is what is finishing Baba Mohbad up right now. And that's just the way it is. This is the almighty Shitu that they're talking about. Almighty, whatever.
When she said Adura was not in that car, Shitu should have played the video.
Everything.
Established that Adura was inside that car. What are they hiding?
I keep telling them that Shitu is a very brave and strong, intelligent lawyer, but he does not have tips of what actually happened in Justice for Mohbad.
So where is he there? Where did they hire him?
Because Bukky just say they only hire him as a son so that he can face Falano. All right? But the little lawyers that could have helped him pass information to him, write whatever to a letter to ask these people because he's a son, they chased them away. The Bankole and Smith, they don't want to work with them. I keep telling them, you have to let go bygone be bygone. Let Bankole and Smith, let them work. Let them cross-examine. They are not Bankole and Smith, despite that they are senior to Shitu. Bukky just say is scared that if they allow Bankole and Smith to come, they're going to take over the leadership from Shitu, which I also strongly disagree that they were not going to do that. If Bankole and Smith comes in, Shitu will become the leader, and they will work together as a colleague, as in is it counsel, right? I mean, what they call it? They call them my. Is it my honorable colleague? I mean, counsel, right? Honorable.
My honorable colleague.
They're going to be colleague. So Bankole and Smith is not going to take over leadership from Shitu.
I'm looking at the team would have helped us, honestly.
Exactly. These people have some tips that they want to, and they will not give it to Shitu alone. You think they want Shitu to take the glory to? No.
No way.
This is how it works. Is it Odumosu will give all his whatever to Shitu too? No. That's why I'm saying that all these dumbass dropout bloggers, I think it's high time that Facebook and TikTok need to start. They need to raise their credentials. Anybody that wants to be a blogger have to have a HND, and I mean, I said HND, BSc, and all stuff like that. Because all the people like all those useless whatever on Facebook, they won't have the opportunity to get there.
It's not right. I don't classify them as bloggers.
Julian's, right? Can you come up? I don't ask you to be throwing shade, yeah? He didn't fall our hands today. It's not our almighty Shitu, it's some people almighty Shitu. Shitu is good. I'm not going to blame him. It's just that they also fall because he's trying to cooperate. He tried to cooperate, but those people that brought Shitu do not want Shitu to work with any other person and see the end of it. And that is it. We are all at work, Julianne, but we are here now, you are typing. You can always come up here, you will commit, you will mute, you will come. We can deliberate now. I'm about to go use stuff now.
I wish they fear my platform. Nobody go bully you here.
So that is just the way it is, though. They lack strategy, honestly. They just want. You can quickly go to the bathroom, Julian. We're not throwing shades. We're just rubbing minds, and you can see that I am not trying to put the whole whatever on Wumi. Like I said, Comrade knows he has met the nurse one-on-one. In fact, Comrade gave her food now that day. She ate, and then that's why we got to know that she was selling sex toys in the prison there. That's why, So it is what it is. There's some critical question that was not asked today. I'm not going to blame Shitu, which I know that he does not have the integrity of this justice for Mohbad. And yes, and that's just the truth. That's the truth.
Bossman, wait. You said she was selling what? What is she selling in the prison?
He said I was selling sex toys now when we got there now. Yeah. I was selling sex toys. Yeah, she sells sex toys.
The nurse?
Yes, now.
Is that what she's selling in the prison?
She was Agbani Darego in prison now. She was Agbani Darego.
Jesus.
She was Agbani Darego in prison. I was living happily there. I was living happily. In fact, spending and whatever was like, we should not even look there because they were not talking. She was not talking to spending and all that. And they were telling us that because a lot of people were coming in to talk to the nurse. She looks happy, promising like people from Wumi and Cam, talking to her. And they're saying all these things. They told us, they're the one that told us that we shouldn't, whatever, or that the nurse is by the way. So let me just shut it up there. Julie, I know that you are screen recording. I'm going to end up on your platform today, isn't it? But I would love to engage with her.
Yes, on that Timmy platform. Yeah.
No, on that she has a blog spot. So
okay.
She has a blog spot. I used to visit a blog spot.
Okay.
But she's from Timumi though. Yeah. So like I said, people are so quick to want to say, Wumi did this, Wumi did that. People need to stop that. They need to look at the analogy of what really happened in the house.
That's exactly what I corrected.
Did you ever tell some people that Mohbad vomited? They did not rate that vomit today. The nurse was scared. Of course, her mind will have overcrossed that. She wouldn't have actually thought of that part, except they asked her that question. If they have brought that question up, you will have heard what the nurse is going to say regarding to our own opinion regarding to the vomit of Mohbad. Because she's told us that she went to check the vomit and she saw that the vomit was foaming. And you know what it means when I did not even know that. But I was like, what does it mean? What do you mean that the vomit was foaming? And she gave her own whatever that it seems Mohbad was poison. I said, ooh. That's when they were asking that who cooked for Mohbad and all stuff like that. That's what she claimed. Julian, I'm actually interested in you, but you are busy typing. I want to hear from you, but anyway.
She don't want to come up, but she can be down there typing, and she says she's at work.
So today, outing today, it's whatever. But this is not going to be the end of the whole thing, no. All right. I keep telling people that this case of Mohbad, there's a lot of things happening. The police cannot go anywhere because the comrade, I don't know why comrade is down there. Because that is this comrade, yeah, he has a lot of information because he single-handedly met with Fegishara, met with other people there. So, comrade.
Comrade, that's why I'll be asking you to come over. I'll be sharing because I have something I want to ask you, particularly about the comment you commented on Bossman, this thing about spending lawyer, spending and Westo.
It is true now. What he commented is actually true. We just chose not to talk about it on the media. We never knew. We were waiting for that because Spenny was surprised that maybe when I went to Jokem and I said that Spenny came out. See, Westo and Bukky Jesse messed up this justice for Mohbad. Westo and Bukky Jesse. I can say it anywhere. And I have my facts. Those two people mess up this justice for Mohbad.
That's too bad.
Westo put spending and he did spending to himself, using spending to make money according to Arifa. And I can hear he's there on the blog spot of Feboni on Good Art. I guess she's recorded that when Arifa came out and said some things about regarding the spending thing and also that. That's Westo. It's just so a lot of people are here just using just for mobile to make money. You know. Number one, you got spending out, you went to go and hide him. Only you have access to him and all stuff. So what did you do with him? You allowed the outside world to have access to him. Spending hire a lawyer. I went to Jokem platform one day and I came to say my truth regarding to spending. Spending did not know that there was a lot of investigation going on him. And his lawyer, Tologba. Spending went to hire a hold lawyer. And I came to give my own 2 cents on Jokem platform. And I guess some of them went to carry that matter to Oloriebi. And I was on the music platform with Dr. Kenny. I guess that time myself and Yomi Fabi, you were cool that time. We were there, we were on the, and they came to call me a boss man, your attention is needed on Oloriebi. And then when I got there, I saw Queen. The woman they call Queen Alaja, and spending up there. And I went up there. So, boss man, you said the lawyer of spending is a friend to King White and blah blah. I said, yes. Oh, boss man, how do you know? You don't know my lawyer. I said, I told you I don't know your lawyer. You don't know my lawyer. I want to come. I'm not here to argue, and people on the comment section of Oroyabi were not friendly to me at all. And I keep saying that this justice for Mohbad is not just meant for the illiterates, those that doesn't understand shit about struggle. It's about tactics. It's about how you can, So,
Bossman, that implies that the money the public contributed for spending, for him to hire a lawyer, spending never give that lawyer any money.
The lawyer of that spending claim got is out of that detention said that he did not collect a dime from spending. That's what he claimed. She claimed. I don't know why Comrade Moses is not coming up here.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why Comrade is not coming up because where?
Maybe claim that she did not collect a time.
Maybe they said it should not come up.
She said she did it free. She said she did it for free. All right. Yellow bang. So Queen set up spending to come to Oloriebi platform, trying to drag me or to shame me, but I know what I was talking about. And then when I went up there, And then people were trying to know, people from Olorebi platform are part of Westo people and all stuff like that. There was a lot of dragging on the comment section. I didn't even look at that. I was like, okay, let me engage spending. So you said I do not know your lawyer. I said, okay, you are asking me questions, but the question you're asking me, you're going to be the one to answer that question yourself because I'm going to respond to you in form of a question. I have 1 or 2, 3 questions to ask you. But I said, whatever question, whatever answer you give me is going to give you the answer that you are asking me. So you said, I don't know you, I don't know your lawyer. So now let me ask you a question. Spending. Before you travel to Kenya, have you ever, for the last 5 years, have you ever been arrested? He was shocked. Queen Alaja was on the phone. They were both on the bus or on the Olorebi platform that very day. You've gone, I guess, I don't know those that recorded it. Some bloggers must should have recorded that too. Queen Alaja was on another phone with Spending, telling Spending on what to say to me. And trust me, if you want to engage Bossman, you have to come prepared. Because whenever I'm asking Spending questions, he will not answer me. He'll be keeping quiet, listening to phone conversation with Queen Alaja, telling him what to say to me. Not to Spending. Why is it that I will ask you a question, it take you like 50 seconds before you respond to me? When I ask you a question, you respond instantly. Is it that Queen that is up there that is one that is engaging you on the other line? They were both shocked. Because you can see that Queen Alaja looked at Dabode for justice for Mohbad. Queen Alaja is the one that is making that guy not to say the truth.
But I thought people said Queen Alaja is Spending mother. Or
they just know. I guess they live in the same neighborhood together when Spending was younger, back in the days. They are not related. They just live as a, when you live in Lagos, Lagbole, Auntie Lagbole, she knew Spending when Spending was a boy, was a baby.
So Queen Alaja na area sister.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. That's the right perfect word. Now, let me tell you something. Me, I will not going to lie. I have nothing to gain or lose on justice for Mohbad. I just don't know. I'm not a public person. I'm not a public figure. I'm an extrovert. I'm an introvert. I know I'm an extrovert, but I'm not a public person. I don't stay in the public. But I don't know what Mohbad did that brought me out here, and I decided to just do my own findings. And I'm not going to lie. That's why I don't like to sugarcoat. I say the truth just the way it is. That's why, the only dent that I have in Justice Mohbad is what Westo wanted to drag me, Laura was spending in. That's why I stayed away from anything about that's going to cause wahala. I don't like to be with it, to be in there. That's why I came at the right time, despite the fact that all the lights of Westo against me. There was a time that Select organized a mediating group, and they want us to come. I told them, I'm not going to come to the mediating group if Westo is not coming. I want Westo to come there because I know that I have that's the evidence that I'm having, that I'm just throwing out there. Since Westo has refused to come and engage me one-on-one, so since he has refused to engage me one-on-one, so why will I continue? And I want the public to know that I have nothing to do with this, and I came out to claim to say my own truth. So I've said it, and then I'm dropping evidences out on my platform. And that's just the way it is. And I want to just let it go like that. Because that dent of Spending issue, I don't want to be caught with that. Or in Moashi. And we have the reason why we said we want to be Spending that. We're not fools. We're not fools at all. This Westo and Yekudi, we've seen plans that we had to make sure that this guy, we know that they're going to be after Spending. This Spending, he told us about, he gisted us about what's the name of that?
Immortalization.
About Mohbad, about the money of Mohbad. This guy talk. What did Bukky Jesse do? Westo went to tell Spending to carry our call log like this. Gave it to Bukky Jesse, and Bukky Jesse brought it to our show. While on when you're in Nigeria, that she never knew that Yekudi was on that call log with us. She never knew that Jay Blinks was on the call log with us. Imagine if Jay Blinks was not on that and the Yekudi was not on that call up. We are finished though. How are we going to wash ourselves? I was there. Ryan Whisper was on the call log. Prime Boy, Spending, Yekudi, Jay Blinks, Comrade Mose, K Crown. Imagine it was just myself, Comrade, and K Crown was on that call log. We were finished because Westo went to give an impression to Buki that we want to go and threaten Spending in prison. And they carry our call log like this, show it to the whole world. That pay our long threatening Spending in prison. That is what got me out. And I told Westo, I told Kekran, I said, come, Redo. At the Westo, at the Spending, at the Prime, I'm done. Let them just go. Who took that screenshot and who gave it to Buki? Where Kekran was saying, you can never be Kekran and Prime Boy, you can never be Prime Boy. At a Prime Boy, at a Spending, I don't even know. But I know that it can never be Prime Boy, it is Spending that did that job. So you can see the orchestration of this Westo guy and Buki Jesse on this Justice for Mohbad. Buki is jealous that all this information is not coming from our platform. She wished that all what the Yekudi said back then, she wished that she was the one that did it, that said it. So
jealous.
Exactly. So you want to spoil all the work of every other host, but whatever you come to say is genuine. So whatever others are saying is rubbish. So now back to Spending matter. And I asked Spending, for the space of, that was last year when I was engaging in on the Olorebi platform. Queen thought that they want to disgrace me, but knowing that Bossman is ready for anything. Despite the fact that was a lion's den, the comment section was not friendly at all. And I asked him that, were you ever been arrested between now and 5 years ago? He was shocked. He did not know what to say. I said, yeah, answer that question. He said, yes, I was arrested. Oh, you were arrested? Oh, yes, I was arrested. Hold on, don't jump. What were you arrested for? I didn't do nothing, no. I was arrested for fraud. Oh, you were arrested for fraud. And you are saying Bossman does not know you. And you say, I did not know you.
And the same fraudulent act, that is what he and the so-called Westo they practiced.
Now, just hold on though. Now, you were shocked, right? I said, why are you not pausing when each time I ask you a question? Because you know what? Henceforth, don't unmute. Leave that your mic open. Because each time you mute, I know that queen up there, also say, is on the phone with you on the other line. I want you to leave your mic open. A bad queen. Because we're not talking to a dummy. Because it was Queen that set up that stage for Bossman, thinking that he wanted to make Bossman to fall. But it was a disgrace that they thought they are planning a disgrace for me, but I end up disgracing them. And I asked him, I did not do anything though. The police arrested me because they saw laptop on my back. He did not defraud anybody. But what did they arrest you for? For fraud. Okay. Were you detained, yes or no? He said yes, he was detained. That's okay. Bossman, is that the question they're asking you on the comment section? I told them that I'm not talking to the fools like you people, but to those that are intelligent will understand where I am going. I'm asking, not knowing that even Aries was on the comment section listening. So me engaging Spending. But he's an intellectual. If you don't understand that man, you won't understand, you won't get it. But people on the radio were not understanding what I was saying. They were abusing me on the comment section there. Bossman, is that the question they were asking you? But I was actually giving you clue to the answer of Spending. You said I did not know him, and I'm giving you facts. He's asking what question I'm asking. I said, Jadi. And that's why he has been quiet. That confess. That's exactly what I did to Spending there when he was saying that I did not know him. And I asked him question, Enwe. no fit answer question for reward to see. No be me go talk am. I will ask you question. You will say it because you answer me. And I ask him again. And I said, spending. When you got arrested, do you get a lawyer? He said, yes, he got a lawyer. Okay. If you got a lawyer, the lawyer that you got back then, that bailed you out, is it the current lawyer that you are using right now? He said, yes. I said, Oba Pari. And you are saying that I don't know you. So how do I know all these things about you that happened 5 years ago? How do I know that the lawyer that you got that bailed you out back then is the same lawyer that you are using right now? And I told him, in conclusion, if you say yes that to the fact that the lawyer you got back then is the current lawyer that you are using right now, when you fuck it, that lawyer has compromised. That lawyer is not the best for you. That lawyer is from the other side. You see, that's the fact. So maybe you do not know, but they are using your lawyer against you. So the wrong lawyer that you got the wrong lawyer that's going to brainwash you. So that's what I had to say. Go and watch it there on Olorebi platform. It's on some blogs. They recorded that. And then Arifa came. I guess Aries also came there. Aries also came to that platform that very day. And Arifa was like, let me go because of very big spending multi-BM. Only pay me more lawyer. How do I know that the lawyer that you got is a friend to the other side? So that lawyer you got is a friend from the other side. That means if your lawyer can be compromised, that means you also going to be you are already compromised. So, the Jenny here, comedy is already up here. Spending as he's not, he's good, he knows a lot. But the next person that they need to get is that guy's lifestyle. That guy's lifestyle is lying. He knows what happened in the house. Not nobody come. I don't know. I start to be corrected. What I am saying so far is not whatever. It's based on investigation. Crime boys and spending. All right. And whatever spending said makes a lot of sense. All right. 2023, he gave us all this clue. And in 2024, all what spending said came to pass. Are you telling me that the guy is lying? If whatever he was saying in 2023 came to pass, we didn't know who Demola was. Spending has already told us about Demola in 2023. So are you going to tell me that what he was saying back then were all lies? He was saying the truth. But Westo and Bukky Jesse mess up the whole thing. Instead of Westo to manage and then to do whatever, he was busy using spending to make money to his own pocket, which Arifa stated on his live show the other day. It's as simple as that. Like I said, it's not every one of us that came to Justice for Mohbad for the real justice. I keep saying that the people that are working with Baba Mohbad, they are not doing well with Baba Mohbad. Lastly, if Bankole and Smith, probably Odumosu, either is good or is not good. But the fact that he has some experience, there are some information in his fingertips. The same thing with Bankole and Smith. This case wouldn't have gone down the drain the way it went today. They will have thrown or write some things on a sheet of paper to Shitu to answer. They will have worked as a team, not as an individual now, as a team. But look at where we are today. But it's the Oba and Nikoti Baje, because there's a lot going on. There's a lot. Let me eat the mic and let others talk. So we have 2 more people up here.
All right, boss man. Thank you very much, and thanks for that good and well expressed analysis about spending and about all what spending have done in the past. But all I know is that spending Shebi say they don't arrest you for fraud before. So now that fraudulent act, you still carry, come collect public funds. You and that your so-called aides, we una still come share am. My own be say don't worry, but your ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ kò ní lọ láì jẹ̀yà because you people know a lot. Owó tó dẹ̀ gbà lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn yẹn tó ná jẹ yẹn in the sense that people want to help you. Owó yẹn ó máa bí ẹ́. Ogún gbogbo àwọn tó dá owó yẹn fún ẹ ó máa bí ẹ́. Tó bá jẹ́ pé you collected the money and you are even saying the truth and you even stand on the truth, there won't be any miskiller. But you collected the money and you are trying to bury evidence and everything that everyone are in haste to hear from you, and in which they contributed that money with their hearts, with their mind, one mind for you. But because of that fraudulent act, we don't do your blood, so you collect the money, and you this guy, you still have mind and come out. I don't know who went and bribed you or who told you to speak against Yeye and against Bossman and everybody just to put them under the bus. I don't know who sent you. You still have that mind, you still have that guts to come out and speak against them. You think that one will bring them down? You think that one will hold them not to speak again? But you forget that the day of reckoning will surely come. Don't worry, nothing is hidden. Nothing is being hidden. Everything you do, you must have something to say about it. Ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ kò dẹ̀ ní lọ láì jẹ̀yà. Madam Adenike, good evening, ma. You're welcome, ma. Yeah, I cite you, ma. Comrade Moses, good evening, sir. How is everything, sir?
Yeah, my brother, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Well done. A cool analysis.
Yes, sir. Comrade Moses. Please, sir.
Well done.
Please, sir, there is a comment of yours that I saw under Bossman post, and that is the main reason I text you earlier, sir. Because a lot of people did not understand. A lot of people did not understand where you are coming from. Even me, I need to read that. I need to read that comment like 10 times before I can digest it. Before I understand what you mean. And what I derive from there is that the lawyer of spending said spending never pay her or him or her a dime for all the work he did for spending, and in which spending collected public fund for that. So, sir, I would like you to enlighten us more on that and let people hear from you, because that comment. I started.
Okay.
All right, sir.
Good evening, and I saw Madam Adenike, the chief cook. I greet you. So, well, you see, it's been a very funny journey, for real, and very interesting one, you know, and a little bit complicated, you know, and wọ́n ní báwo ni wọ́n ń kọrin yẹn náà, orin tí bọ̀bọ̀ Nice yẹn kọ, ó kọ bá kan, ó ní ọlọ́gbọ́n ló lè yé.
Ọ̀rọ̀ mi dàbí òwe, ọlọ́gbọ́n ló lè yé.
Ọlọ́gbọ́n ló lè yé. Ó gẹ̀tẹ̀ pé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, á ní sọ pé ọ̀rọ̀ mi, wọ́n sọ pé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn dàbí òwe.
Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn dàbí òwe, ọlọ́gbọ́n ló lè yé.
Ọlọ́gbọ́n ló lè yé. Sórí brain teasers, you know, So few months back, I've actually, you know, just decided to step back and watch, you know, because complication, people raising a lot of unruly comments, you know, trying to paint people black, you know, and so on and so forth. So discouraging for efforts you are putting that has no wages, you know, is very, very disheartening. Upon all, some people want to call you names, they want to abuse you, they want to insult you just to get credits, you know. What do we gain from that? Nothing, you see. So, not to digress, like your question that you asked, that the lawyer said, of course, the most funny part of it was that the lawyer that I actually met, well, let me put it this way. The lawyer that did the bail, I met her while I went to see them in the cell, you know. And after they got out of the prison, I actually met another lawyer who also operates in Ikorodu cycle. Are you getting me?
Yeah, I'm with you, sir.
So, and the lawyer also was aware about this justice of a teen and so on and so forth. So I was not like, we had a problem. Oh. I was narrating the story to a different person. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
A different person entirely. I was narrating the story, you know, we had a problem of a bail that we did that cost us almost 5 million naira. And the woman was like, 5 million naira? I said, of course, yes. And she said, that's not possible. How can you spend 5 million naira on a bail of one person? Is it more than one person? I said, only one person. I said, that's not possible. And, you know, coincidentally, the woman asked me, oh, by the way, which bail are you talking about? And I was like, well, one guy like that we are trying to rescue in Panti, on justice for Mohbad, his name is pending, and so on and so forth, you know, like I said, coincidentally, the woman now said, what are you talking about, my brother? The person that did this bail, I know her now. I said it's a lie. Are you getting my explanation?
I'm with you, sir.
That is, it's not even the lawyer that did the bail that is communicating now. It was another lawyer that knows nothing about the bail.
But knew the person that did the bail.
Now making, I knew the person that did the bail now. What are you talking about? It's my friend. We are in the same association. And of course, we communicate very well. And on this bill, we've exchanged words. And she made me to understand that they told him the guy is poor, he doesn't have money, they should assist him, and so on and so forth. A lot of story. And she said, okay, no problem, that she's going to try her best. And for that reason, she didn't charge them, you know, she didn't charge them money. She did the bill, you know, free, and just some few charges, little money that they have to pay. I said it's a lie. You know, I said it's a lie. Don't tell me that. We spent 5 million bailing this guy. The woman was like, as in, she wanted to start fighting with me. You know? And I said, look, you don't need to fight with me. You said your friend did the bail, and you know her, and you've exchanged words. Okay, if that be the case, give me the number. Okay, she now said, okay, I'm going to give you the number of the lawyer that did the bail. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, I'm with you.
Coincidentally, when she gave me the number and I punched the number on my phone, it becomes the same lawyer that we're talking about. She now said I should chat with her and confirm what she was saying, of which I did. And the woman was like, what are you talking about? That I seem not to understand you. We did a serious help for this boy because they told us he doesn't have much money and we have to run around and do some few free services for him. And you know, that was all. So it was a great shock when you know, we later realized that all was just game. You know, it was very disheartening. Yeah, it was very disheartening. It's unfortunate my phone got crashed and I lost all my informations. I think Bossman should have. I'm not too sure. I will have snapped my chats with this first lawyer and the second lawyer and send it to you. You know, but they claim they spent 5 million. So what do we do now? We can't blame God. We'll blame ourselves. Probably maybe the planning was poor, and if we had known, maybe the money wouldn't have been raised into the account directly. Probably we could have negotiated with a lawyer and even raise the money inside the lawyer's account and have an agreement with the lawyer that, okay, whatever that is the balance, these are what we want should be meant for, you know. But you know, this life, we plan, and it's only God that executes. So sometimes you just take your faith and allow some things to just rest. You know, at the end of the day, what did we get? We got insults, abuse, and names. When some people were asking for spending record, Abi, voice notes. So go and bring voice notes. Go and bring voice notes. You know, I was like, you are asking for voice notes. If we give you voice note, what do you want to use it for? Are you police? Are you the judiciary? No, these are technical questions that should be asked. You know, you're asking us for voice notes. You are not police. You are not judiciary. You are not investigator. And then when we give you the voice, yeah, you want to collect voice note. And when we give you the voice note, what are you going to use it to do? You know, you want to use it to create content and fracas. And at the end of the day, it becomes useless. You know, some people even said there was no voice note. There was no voice note. You know, I was the only one that was, even Bossman does not want that voice note out. Even Kudi, I was the one that said there is a voice note, but we are not giving you. And when it gets to where it is going to be useful, that is where it will be needed and it will be given. You know, and when it's becoming anywhere I go, you see them abusing me. Go and bring spending voice notes, insults, and so on and so forth. Names calling. You know, at the end of the day, did they get voice note or they didn't?
They did.
They got the voice note. You know, and ask me, what did they use it to do?
Nothing.
They use it to do fracas
They use it to do.
and content.
They use it to do tap tap tap. They use it to send roses.
Yeah, they use it to create content. They use it to do fracas, and after that, what next?
Nothing.
Gone. Yeah, but the fact of it is that, you know, you are dealing with brilliant people. You are dealing with intelligent people. You are dealing with technical people, you know. So the one that we think is necessary for them to hear, we gave it to them. Do you get my explanation?
I get everything.
It's like you are busy.
No, I'm not busy. It's my network. Can you hear me?
So we just gave them a portion that can just clear their consent, abi.
And all of them, one Ibella Afewe, one Japa, and one Wogu.
And they fell for it. So the main what do we call it? The main
kese.
The main kese is where it is.
Yes, kasa de shimbo baba kese.
But the one they need for their fracas and their content, we gave it to them now. Since when you say there was no voice note, they started abusing Kudi up and down to the extent that even the so-called spending was so bold to attend to press to say Kudi never spoke to me. I was on the call. You know, I was on the call. Bossman was on the call. Lady Ryan was on the call. You know, we all made the calls together to him. So I was, you know, that was the highest of the humiliation when I saw him in the public saying he never spoke to Kudi.
And he can be sued for that.
And I was like, Bossman, we need to clear the air, you know, and we look for a portion at least that we can use to clear the air. We give it to them. Everybody rests, Abi.
Or the amount
So we are dealing with brilliant people now. We are not street boys.
Comrade, I'm just taking an indulgence. Let me just try to quickly chip in attention. The reason, let me say something real quick. I beg your pardon, comrade. One of the reasons why I was actually did not want the voice note out was the manner at which the audacity that Bukky Jesse was using to ask us for. She thought she could use fracas to drag us to bring out the voice note, but she did that for 1 year and she failed. She said that, and that's why I tried to show her that your fracas cannot even push me to bring anything out for me, because I came into Justice Mohbad with bulletproof me. Your fracas cannot do nothing. All right. So if you want to do your fracas, because you brought fracas into Justice for Mohbad, there's no need why we need fracas in Justice for Mohbad. We should just need to analyze things without going condescending. Just analyze the stories. You give your point and your suggestion, and let everyone move on and just keep analyzing stories. Then when fracas, these Ashana, can you go? You know. Now, the Yekudi, on your Yekudi's part, especially when Queen don't spending Jade. That's why I was laughing each time spending comes out and be raking. Yekudi does not have anything. Yekudi knows what she was doing. Do you know what Yekudi did? Yekudi was actually keeping quiet to make people, sometimes when sometimes silence is golden. Silence is golden sometimes. In fact, most times. So because Yekudi was silent, means they believe that the Yekudi actually ran away for whatever. But she was just silent, paying attention to this because she wanted to hear from Spending himself. So because Yekudi was silent for too long, Spending believed that he has the courage to come out and then throw shade at Yekudi, and Yekudi saw that. So I see Yekudi, I said, Yekudi, this man is really irritating me. Look at what she did again, what he did again at the Corona inquest. Then that's when Yekudi
loses. She just lost it and then boom, boom. Now, what Yekudi was waiting for was that spending, they pushed spending to come and challenge Yekudi that she was going to take Yekudi to court. And that is what we were waiting for. That you don't need to go to the internet or Instagram to talk to Yekudi. You just need to go to court straight. Because I don't know if you went to court straight, there's going to be a counter petition on him or counter suit on him. Because that's what we were waiting for. But God save his ass.
He will go to jail. And he will go to jail. You are dealing with brilliant people, intelligent people. He will go expressly to jail if he had tried that.
Even the anti queen Dalaja that is pushing you. My salon and America lower a salon so if spending is not telling you the truth, then whatever, and then you are pushing spending to come and challenge us. I have the screenshot that Bukky Jesse released. I still have it with me, yeah. So that foolish. Sorry. Let me take that one back. I don't want to go condescending.
Bossman, please. If you want me to continue on this platform,
hold on.
If you want me to continue on this discussion, you should not abuse people.
Now, Bukky was the one who made us to stay back from spending, and Bukky and Westo, based on that. So how would Bukky just not come back in a few months later and saying that Yekudi never spoke with spending when she was the one that released the call log? Can you imagine, even that people that are following Bukky, they are dullards.
But
they are aware that Bukky, hold on.
But Bossman,
hold on. And the call
log, Bossman, the call log, that was a different conversation.
Yes, now I know, but Bukky said Yekudi never spoke with spending. And that's why I said that people just listen to some hosts. They don't ask questions. But they forgotten that it's Bukky that released our call log with spending the other day.
Bossman, don't waste your energy on Bukky Jesse. For real. With due respect.
No, I'm not wasting my energy. I'm only just bringing out
discuss something that is productive. Discuss something that is productive. Bukky Jesse is out of it. It's not what somebody will be wasting his energy, time, and brain discussing. One of the problems that we encounter in this justice is actually that lady. As she has decided to turn everything to fracas, abusing people, insulting people, calling people out, calling people names, and since she has been doing that, what good thing has ever come out of her fracas? Nothing good has ever come out of it. So I think spending can rest now. And the justice actually suffers a kind of exposition. And these are part of the exposition that the justice suffers that gave us a very setback and drawback when people have very critical information that can actually give us a way forward. And they feel it is when you go to the media, social media, to go and quickly push your information out is what makes you a champion. Is it about champion or about winning? Pizu, I don't know if you are getting my argument. It's like this guy is busy.
Keep talking. People are listening to you. It's not Pizu. People, you have audience that are listening to you, not Pizu. Just keep talking.
You can't. He sent me thousands of messages that I need to come, so I can't be here and you will not be somewhere to be found. It's going to be a wasted energy. But anyway, for the respect for people that are listening, it is not about champion. It's all about winning the game. But some people had already turned into who wants to be a champion. when they have an iota of information, the next thing is to go to the media to go and, showcase the information, display the information, make them popular, and, give them names. That is what it has turned to. But that is not the main objective. That is not the main motive. That is not the idea. The idea is we want to know who killed somebody. And every bit of information that you have should be so precious and should be kept as much as possible. So the misplacement of priority has actually cost us so much damage, uncontrollable, and makes us to find ourselves where we are today. So for me, of course, we have enough data that can save the day when the rain is falling and when the suns are shining. There are informations that can save the day, and that is why I keep on telling people we are going to get justice, but the way the justice will come, everybody is going to be shocked, because the whole thing now lies on what you have to defend what is on ground. A lot of people, everything they have is already on the air. So what are they taking to court? They have nothing. And that is not the way it's going to work. The other opponents, they have informations that they refuses to divulge, to the public, that they know can help them, to counter some other people when the time comes. So, but in our own camp, it's the other way around. So the earlier the better. Some people felt it's already becoming late, but it's not yet late. We still have enough time to reposition ourselves, get ourselves back to the track, and get it right. So it's unfortunate that a lot of things has happened, and of course we still have enough time to check ourselves and position ourselves for better results. Like everybody was in court today and they were disappointed. Is Pizu more there? Hello, Pizu. So, like, everybody was disappointed today. But for me, there was nothing to be disappointed about for what happened today in court. It was a stage play, and the script writer gave everybody his own parts to read and play, and the nurse has actually come to play his or her own parts. But the nurse forgot that she told me personally in the cell that they've started calling her since Monday. Bossman, can you remember?
Yeah, I've already talked. I talked about that before you came in.
Okay, you've already spoken about that. Yeah, she already told us that they started calling her since Monday. And the technical question to be asked was that, why are they calling her since Monday? If they are claiming that nothing has happened before the nurse arrived in the house, I ask again, why are they calling her since Monday? That is number one question. And number two question was that, why are you insisting on that particular nurse that was not even in the country?
Thank you very much.
And the number three question is that you have to wait for that nurse, no matter what the case may be. to arrive to come and administer the treatment? You see, 3 questions that are needed to be answered. Unfortunately, I could not be in the inquest.
Comrade, the nurse.
Okay.
On the way, when the nurse said he got to Lagos, she said they were still blowing off her phone, asking her to come that very night. And it was like, she had that she was just coming from outside country. She's tired. That she said she was tired and kept on asking her to come that very night. And she said no, that she couldn't, that she can't come that night. That she's really tired. Then they asked her, okay, she can come the next day. The point is, why were they waiting for that particular nurse to come?
Yeah. So we need more brilliant lawyers. You see, this is where my disagreement comes in, when they insisted they have to chase all other lawyers away. Cases are not win with only one. High profile cases like this are not won or win with single lawyers. You know? And the worst part of it was that Shitu is a new lawyer who has no idea of the genesis of the case. Like, I will cite an example for you, bossman. When we were doing a particular process and a lawyer was supposed to draft a letter for us, what did I told you, bossman? I said I'm going to draft the letter overnight. Was that not what I said?
Yeah, you said that, yeah.
And I said, tomorrow morning, I'll pass it to the lawyer to start putting all kind of laws.
To put his input and laws to guide.
Inputs and laws, anything you want to put, but don't change the format. Because I know that you don't know the history of this case. I am the one that have the understanding. So let me draft it. Then you key it in with any law you want to put there. Return it back to me tomorrow. We'll fire it out. You know? So that is the position that somebody like Shitu will find himself. And it's going to constitute a form of setback. You understand? So, who lose? When you say this lawyer must go, the other lawyer must go. Who lose? We are the one that is exposed to negativity and danger.
Defeat.
You know,
defeat.
And it's unfortunate. Yeah, defeat. And it's unfortunate that the advisors are not seen behind or above their nose. You know, so those 3 questions are genuine questions that we're supposed to ask the nurse. You know.
Do you know what could actually change? Do you know what could have changed this case today? Number one, if Bankole and Smith were on seat, probably Odumosu, based on his the experience, he has been there since January, since the beginning. He knows there's some information that he has in his fingertips. And Prime Boy's lawyer is very sharp and brilliant. That guy is a tsunami. All right, but those around that, I'm just tired of the whole
thing. The advisor, they want to be blamed for that, since we don't have the control of.
That today they never asked they never cross-examined the nurse about the vomit of Mohbad. That vomit that the nurse confessed.
Yeah, but she said it. She's already. You see, these are my problems, bossman. These are my problems with people. When you come and you give them some helpful information, they tell you are telling lies, and then they start asking you for evidence. The nurse was just coming for the first time today, Abi. So where did we get the information that Mohbad vomited?
You know anything about it? Did she mention it today?
I think she mentioned.
They did not ask anything about vomit. They did not talk anything about the foaming in the vomit. That is my worry now.
Uh,
They did not mention
no, I
it.
think I was hearing Pizu. Sorry, I was hearing what's the name of this guy? That guy that went with Aminka for rally in Abuja.
Perkins.
Perkins, yeah. I was hearing Perkins, yeah. I was hearing Perkins on QH radio talking about something like that, you know.
It is what he
So, but
what he heard. It is what he
the
heard.
primary,
He never talked about the vomit or the poison or the foaming in the vomit. They never discussed, never cross-examined
okay,
on that.
someone said they didn't talk about it, but those are information. Those are what she said in the cell, and she also said she was confused, and she could not picture whether she's being set up or not. She said it clear
She said,
and clearly.
what did she say?
Yeah, she said.
What
She
set
said
me
she
up with you?
was
Offer set me up with
she's
you.
confused. She's confused. She doesn't really understand whether this is a setup or you know. So the fact is that our coming today is a stage play, you know, because I can't imagine that nurse saying that she came into that house and she didn't see Adura, but when they were going to the hospital, Adura was in the car with them. Please, do they hide Adura inside one room? Or, bossman, there are a lot of things that are not connecting, and that is the fact that there is a vacuum that they are trying as much as possible to guide from the public consent. It's as simple as ABC. You said you came into the house, you saw them mopping the floor. Ṣé èèyàn kan bímọ nínú ilé yẹn ni tí wọ́n gbẹ̀bí ẹ̀? I don't know if you are getting my argument. Did somebody put to bed or gave birth in that house, you know, that constitute them mopping the floor, or they were bathing inside the room, or the tap was leaking? There was nothing to, you know, substantiate those facts. So it is glaring. I was telling you in the afternoon, it is glaring, very, very glaring that a scenario had happened before that nurse arrived at that house. As simple as ABC. And that, yeah, and that they are trying to cover. Simple as ABC. And take a look at it. Take a look at it. I was in possession of the report of NMS, and I was reading that report about 3 or 4 days ago. And if you go down to the end of that report, you see the recommendation of the NMS and their comments. And what did they say? They said all the tests that was conducted on that body as regards the drug administered were all normal and positive. Was that not the summary of the report? So take a look at it. If the nurse end up for trial, take a look at it. If the nurse end up for trial, bossman, let me just be sincere with you. The nurse just need a very, very rugged, intelligent and crazy lawyer. If I were the lawyer, I just need to lay my hands on the report of the NMS. Either falsify or no falsify. They say certified true copy, NMS stamp is there, and every other thing. I just need to lay my hands on that report, and I will tender that report as evidence in court. And the court will only the court will only treat the case based on professional recommendation, and that recommendation is professional enough. Joey. And it has nullified. Yeah. The result, the report has nullified the admittance of that nurse. And at the end of the day, it will be either to pay a token fine, go back to your house, or discharge unacquainted. So the game is well planned by the people who wrote that script. Well planned. Now I ask you, Why are they charging Spending and Nurse? And why not Bami? Bami was in their camp. And when they are writing the scripts, they wrote the script in such a way that Bami will be covered by the police. Because who advised the DPP? Was it not police reports? A police report that was already flop. You know? So the question that we are not asking ourselves was that why was police rushing to advise DPP? And why was DPP rushing to present people for trial? Something was missing, and there was a vacuum that every agency are trying to help them to cover. You know, the advance of those discussions, we can't discuss it here. You know what I'm talking about. You know? But the fact is that why the rush of the police to advise the DPP on a faulty report? And when we lay hands on the report of the investigation, it says preliminary. So have they gone on further investigation to substantiate the preliminary report they have with them? No. Yet you still advise the DPP. And before you close your eyes and open it back, the DPP is already with their file. They want to prosecute when the corona is going on. So there are a lot of games that are being played on this case. But it's unfortunate that they are not allowing the brainers to come in and put heads together and work with them, even with the lawyers. Yeah. And that is where the flop is. But by it and large, you know, I keep on saying it that Mohbad will get justice. You will get justice.
You must get it, though.
Everybody is doing their own. Abi, Yomi is doing his own. Abi, Baba has his own lawyer. They are doing DNA. They are doing toxicology. They are doing to corona inquest. Àwọn Aries, àwọn náà ṣe tiwọn kìtàkìtì. Àwọn Africa Television, àwọn náà ṣe tiwọn kìtìkàtà. Abi, àwọn Bossman àtàwọn tíìmù ẹ̀, àwọn náà ṣe kíni? Àwọn náà ṣe tiwọn kìtàkìtà. Ó tẹ̀lé pé àwọn Bossman ń pariwo síta tiwọn àmọ́ nǹkan tó ń ṣe. Yóò mọ̀. Pizu.
Baba.
Bí fíìmù ló ṣe máa rí. Bí fíìmù ló ṣe máa rí.
Mr. Moses, do you know that they asked that lawyer,
Who is this? Who is this?
This is
Queen.
Okay.
Mr. Moses, good evening. Good evening, Bossman. Do you know that
good evening.
on Mami Rich Grace platform, she said, I quote, she said that they asked that nurse, so who do you think he killed Mohbad? She said, Wumi. Then Sam Shitu put it to her that she killed Mohbad. So I want to know what make me worry here. After Ness and DJ Bami go to the pharmacy to get the medication, what happened to Mohbad? Ness saying that is on the 11th. She said on the 11th. So that on the 11th, what time Mohbad died? You see, there is many questions there because next, I know that even CNA was supposed to give medication in America. See, Wumi lawyer, everything Wumi said it in that interview she did. Today, that lawyer bring it out, trying to say that it's public pushing the next to lie.
Okay,
That
let
next
me
look
tell you
like
something.
that celebrity lawyer in America, that man.
Let me tell you something.
Okay,
Let me
sir.
tell you something. You see, the inner eyes. You need the inner eyes to actually see some things on this case.
Yeah.
And if you cannot possess that inner eyes, what seems to be positive, you see it as negative. You see, this corona inquest It's actually, they call it fact finding, right? But let me inform you that this corona inquest is like a trap. To me, is a trap that is set for all of them. Okay, you know when you dig a well and you cover the well with flexible items, and you want people to pass on that well, and they don't have an idea of where they are passing. I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying.
Yeah, very clear.
Yeah, I understand.
And by the time they got on top of that well and they are well comfortable, by the time
we are with you.
by the time what they used to cover that well sank, they will sink into the well. And that is how that corona inquest is. You see, all of them that are coming, you can see and notice that none of them had ever had a similar submission.
Yeah.
None of them has ever had a similar submission. Look, if somebody died in my house, if somebody died in my house and we have 5 people in that witnessed that incident, all of us are going to tell the same story. Do you agree with me? But in a situation where we are trying to cover up something, all of us, we are going to present a different story. And that is what is happening to all of them. Go and look at their story. None of them is having similar story. And unfortunately, they are just preparing themselves for a trap. You see, one fact is going to come out. And by the time that fact comes out, are you listening to me?
Yeah, where we can hear you.
By the time that fact is just an iota of an information that will come out. And by the time that iota of information comes out, even one of them that is not part of the incident will end up suffering and going to suffer with them. And that is how that corona inquest is all about. Let all of them come and tell their lies now. And by the time the information will come out, nobody will be able to escape again because they've already fall into the trap. That is just it. So some people felt very discouraged today, and I was laughing and smiling. That
It's
we are
true,
actually
sir.
winning.
It's true. Even me,
Yeah.
I kind of give up because I was thinking that Ness coming to say something because she's removing spending in there. You look at everything
Is it only
quiet.
spending?
Huh?
Is it only spending she's removing? Is it only spending she's
No,
removing?
she's removing spending. She's removing Adura, Mr. Moses. She's
removing
removing.
spending. She's removing Adura.
She keep nailing DJ Bami. She keep putting DJ Bami that is part of that.
She keep on including DJ Bami. And,
yes.
And when Adura comes, Adura does not want to talk about the mother. Do you notice?
Yeah.
Adura does not want to talk about the mother, and everybody will be shouting, Adura is being threatened. Adura is being threatened. Look, nobody is threatening Adura. Nobody. Go and go and check the Life Dictionary and check the World Book of Record. Nobody is threatening Adura. The only thing that is happening to Adura is if Adura talks, the mother will go down.
Yeah.
If Adura decides to talk, there is no way Adura will talk and the mother will not be implicated. And so the mother say, Adura don't talk, Adura don't talk. The mother is not saying Adura don't talk because she doesn't want them to kill Adura. Na lie. She doesn't want Adura to talk because there is involvement that is being covered. Go and look at one interview that woman did where she said, òun ló ṣe wá kú lọ́jọ́ Monday yẹn. You are not a Yoruba man, right?
No.
You are not a Yoruba woman. Òun ló ṣe wá kú lọ́jọ́ Monday yẹn. Do you know the meaning of that? And that was when she now died on Monday. So how did the woman knows that the guy died on Monday? I'm asking you now.
This nurse stating that is on the 11th. Is it Monday on?
I'm asking you, Queen. How did the woman knows that the guy died on Monday? I saw the video today. Somebody sent it to me. Yeah. And the guy died. The woman said it. Bizu.
I'm with you.
Yeah. The woman said it. I have the video.
Really?
Monday. Yeah.
She said it several times. She said it. Yeah. She said they beat him to death. You. He also said that.
I'm asking you, Queen, don't bring those ones. Don't bring those ones. I'm asking you a singular question. How did the woman knows that the guy died on Monday? Yeah. So, òun náà máa ga ẹnu sí tó bá yá, ó máa gbé ẹnu sí Mike.
Ọlọ́run.
Òun náà máa ṣe, yeah. Chetiri, you see now, that's why I said this game is a game of chess. Izu, Queen.
I understand.
Yeah, it's a game of chess.
Because, like, you know, many things is going on. Wunmi said that it's two nurses. Who is the other nurse? We didn't see that nurse. Only one nurse we see today. She said there's two nurses. She stayed with them to 24 hours. So who is that nurse? Feishara too said that from the hospital, she left.
All right.
Around 10 o'clock.
Let me just try to digress a little bit, everyone. Sorry about that for interjecting. Comrade, the inconclusive results from the government and the government pathology that they brought to defend the inconclusive result. During the cross-examination of the pathology of the government, he said there was no blood in Mohbad's body, and she to ask that, so where did you get the sample from? He said, they have to open
from the vein.
From the vein. So and you're saying there's no blood. All right. Now they're asking that when during the examination of Mohbad, when they're examining his body, people that were there said that there was blood dripping out of the coffin of his body. And what did the pathology of the government say? He said, no, that was not blood. That is rainwater, mold water, right? Is that what he said?
He said there was a rain.
He said it's a rain blood. He said it's a rainwater.
The blood, the mud that they used to cover the casket washed and enter the casket, and that's what people saw and they call blood. Yeah. But I was in Panti.
Exactly.
I was in Panti. Yeah, I was in Panti, and I went to the homicide section. The office is D16. Homicide D16. The police that followed those medical doctors to exhume the body, they are in office D16. And they said what the pathology was saying was not right. Yeah, they said it wasn't right. Anyway, anytime you go to Lagos, anytime you go to Lagos, go to Panti and ask for legal department. When you get to legal department, tell them you are going to homicide section. When you get to homicide, go to, are you writing it down?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Go to D4 section. D4 section.
D4 section.
When you get to D4 section. When you get to D4 section,
D4 section in homicide department.
or your homicide department, they will tell you, those police, they are the one, two women, two policemen. They will tell you they are the one that will follow them with security for to exhume the body, and they will give you those testimonies. So, boss man, continue what you are saying. I just want to come in a little bit.
Thank you, comrade. Yeah, boss man, are you there? Hello, boss man, are you there?
Mr. Moses, we all see the blood. It's blood. We
Yes.
are not dumb people. We
Yes,
are not
everybody.
dumb.
Like seriously, everybody can see the blood. Like the whole world can see.
Even Baba said, "Is he
Yeah, you see,
full of duvet of blood?" So are you telling me this man lying?
You see, my problem is this. When I hear an information, I like to dig into the root of that information before coming to the public to come and talk. And that was why, after the court section that day, when the pathologist said it was not blood, I was supposed to travel the second day. I went into that police station to go and investigate who are the police that followed them. And they took me to their office and I asked them, "Are you sure?" They said, we are 4 in number that went with them, and this was what we saw. So tell your pathology that you should come up with another story. You know? So
it is
That
weird.
lifestyle need to come back. That lifestyle.
Yeah, that is why he run. That's why he run to where he run. But Elisha
Okay, Faye Shara said that she don't know. She didn't know if Adura was in the car or so. Who is those 3 boys in the car shouting Mohbad die?
okay, now Queen, let me ask you a question.
God.
The nurse today said he only saw one person down the stair carrying a baby. When she got up, she met 2 people, 3 people, Wumi, DJ Bami, and Mohbad, right? But when they are taking the guy to the hospital, some people surface. Where did they came from? You were not imagining that.
I'm with you. I can
And
picture
they were
that.
the one even announcing they were the one that was even announcing the deaths.
The
Where
dead.
did
So
they come from?
who are the boys?
Pizu, it is a game of chess. You need to bring your brain down.
Summary.
Yes, you already said it.
Let me
Yeah.
let me quickly interject to that. In the CTC, during the cross-examination of Adura said that while they were up there, they asked, because there's a question that was given. I will check the page. I can't remember the page number. We asked them that, who are those in the house? They asked the lawyer asked that apart from you, Adura, Wumi, he said Wumi kept on going down, coming up. DJ Bami was in the kitchen. Other people were also in the house. And he said there's a guy called West. There's a guy called West.
Ade West.
And there's another guy called, what's his name again? There's another guy. Their names are actually in the CTC. So there were more than that in the house. So maybe probably those 2 guys were the one that followed them in the car. The one that said, who is the photographer?
OG, thank you. OG and Under West. Those are the two guys. Thank you very much. So that's what I want to say there.
Ah, Sheifumi, thank you, OG.
OG and Under West. So, yeah, there are some things that are in the CTC that I can actually, go with and all that. So it's already there in the CTC. So, but one thing I know is that if we have had all these lawyers, Barkley and Smith and then Shitu and all that, with mostly there's going to be one or two inputs that can put into all these things rather than just chasing all of them away. You see, I still believe 2 airs is better than one.
The way I see things, I have a court case before. My lawyer, she was too dull. So I was praying to God how I'm going to get different lawyer to help my case. So I pray to God. So this woman, one day I was sitting in my room. Then my lawyer came to me. Then she said that, Mary, Mina want to help you to fight your case.